And we're live. Good morning. Welcome to today's RC Coffee Chat. Now, those of you which are on the live version, as always, can you hear me loud and clear? Right here from the United Kingdom of Wetness, because it is absolutely bucketing it down there today. I'm sopping wet just from walking to the back door and back out here. Brilliant. Thank you, Wayne. Brilliant. Let's get into today's topics. Topic number one is yesterday's interview. And if you haven't seen that, you should definitely go and have a watch of the chat with Johnny. It was absolutely amazing. I 100% enjoyed yesterday. That was crazy times. Topic number two is that we have, thermals explained by Sir Bruce. And I will try them out today here in the United Kingdom of Wetness. We have a new playlist available for special RC videos of note. So we'll get onto that in a minute. Topic number four is more glue, Captain. Topic number five, as unicorn horns have been discovered. No shit, they have. They have been discovered and they are here in the United Kingdom of Wetness. And topic number six is two builds I've got in progress at the moment. Brilliant. Right, let's go back to topic number one, which was yesterday's interview with Johnny. And whoa, what a good old chit chat. If you haven't seen, let's get my face off here. Let's go. There you go. We'll choose the worst slide possible for Johnny. That was, what a fantastic chat yesterday. Absolutely brilliant. So I would like to say thank you ever so much to Johnny. It was just so curious to find out how Johnny had got started with Team Legit, how he got into flying, and the whole team behind Team Legit. It was absolutely fantastic. I so enjoyed that format. So I am really looking forward to doing more like that in the future. Now, I have actually been pinging someone in the background here this morning. They're probably not up yet. But we will see if somebody who's got a big one, put it that way, they've got a big one. We will see if he's up for a chat at some point in the near future. And it does... yes, Jeff, it is wetter than an otter's pocket out here today in the United Kingdom of Wetness. It's crazy wet here. Now, actually, you've reminded me, I haven't said good morning yet. So let me just scroll back up to the beginning. So good morning, James. Good morning, Wayne. Good morning, Rick and Marco. Good morning. I won't say what someone else said, Brutus the Ugly, not the short name which someone gave you this earlier. Jim, good morning. Rick, good morning. Joe, good morning. Gordon, good morning. Anthony, good morning. Steve, good morning. And who else have I missed? Rick, apologies if I missed you. Anthony and Andy. Aratlif, good morning. Phil, good morning. Henry, good morning. Sean G, good morning. Brian, good morning. Jake, good morning. And Jeff, good morning. Before we say good morning. And Riff. And apologies if I've missed your name in the list. Good morning. And of course, if you're watching the recorded version, good morning. Let us know in the comments section underneath this video. So, coming back onto the topic, yesterday's RC Coffee Chat was absolutely bloody fantastic. I really enjoyed it. And a massive thank you to Johnny for joining us. We had a chit chat for about an hour. Absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Let me just check my note on there. Right. Next topic is thermals have been explained by Sir Bruce. Now, I'm sure many of you have probably already seen this. Bruce does go into great detail on how thermals work. Let's choose... Brilliant! The worst freeze frame possible for Bruce. And he's explaining how thermals work. Now, here in the United Kingdom, I will be trying the reverse of that because today is a special day. We have 40 to 42 miles an hour wind today. And we have scheduled rain for the whole day, pretty much. It's horrible here in the United Kingdom. But... the good news is that normally Friday is a flying day for me, and unfortunately that looks like more wetness. But Saturday, doesn't look too bad. Sunday, bit windier, winds all in the wrong directions for slope sawing, but it doesn't look too bad for some flying on Saturday. Happy days. I'm looking forward to Saturday now. So Bruce, thank you for the explanation of thermals. If I went flying today in that weather, we would have the reverse, where the sheer amount of water on the model would drag it to the ground. But actually, on a serious point, very, very interesting. If you've not seen that, do go and have a watch. Next topic is something which I started yesterday. Well, actually, I inadvertently started it with Jake's video, and it wasn't until last night when I put like 2 and 2 together and realised, actually, this is kind of a good idea. So what I've done is that I've been and created a dedicated playlist over on my YouTube channel for videos of special note. Okay, so right now it's not an exciting playlist, but over time it will become an exciting playlist because number one, we have Jake's video about the Volt, which came in less than ideal condition, so that was worth putting in there. And then also Martin. Now I will put a link to, you've heard me mention Martin's YouTube channel before. I will put it in the Facebook group. Definitely go and hit the subscribe button because some of his, well, all of his model RC stuff is just bonkers, and this is just one example of an absolutely fantastically well edited and beautiful scenery. So that's what I've been and done today. So that over on the Rag the Nuts Off YouTube channel, you should spot that there's a new RC community videos worth watching section. So as videos come up, I will add them into the list and they'll then appear on the homepage of the Rag the Nuts Off channel. So I thought that was a kind of a cool idea, and it's definitely worth it because there are a lot of video episodes out there which are definitely worth watching, and starting from literally today, I will start adding video episodes in there which I feel are worth the couple of minutes to go and watch, and Martin's is the new one in there today, and it is absolutely bloody brilliant. Love it. Right, next topic is more glue, in short. Right, so the model which we know we did the unboxing of the mini Skyhunter a couple of days ago, and I've managed to dig her out. So this is my mini Skyhunter. Sorry, this is the micro Skyhunter, which is really, really good fun. And the only negative which I can say so far is that this top wing section, I don't know if you can see that moving around. Now, I have put pieces of ID card in there either side of the wing section and in on the fuse section, but I'm sure you've seen it in the videos where I'm absolutely spanking it round and I've got her like up on her side, is that the run cam will come into view from the HD camera on the top, and that's because the wings are moving on the top because I'm banking so hard and going so fast with it. Anyway, that is the micro Skyhunter. Let's put this into comparison. That's the mini Skyhunter. Massive! Like the fuselage is like twice, if not 3 times the size. I'm a bit concerned on the size of the full-size Skyhunter because that's going to be absolutely bonkers. Because that's a micro one. Ooh, that's a mini one. Nuts. Now, I wanted to pull Hobby King up on this one because hopefully you can see the extra amount of glue I've had to put all the way in there. Now, it doesn't stop there. I've had to do the same on the bottom as well. That whole section was so poorly glued, I literally just flexed it like that, and it went crack, 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 crack. And I haven't split the whole fuselage. If those of you which were on for the live unboxing, that was something which I almost immediately picked up when I looked at the fuselage. I haven't cracked it all the way apart. What I did was get the goop glue and then a little piece of ID card and then just drag goop glue all the way down in there. And I've had to put quite a lot of goop glue down in that joint. And also a massive tip for you, and I can't remember who mentioned this, is that, I don't know if you can see in just there's a piece of plywood and then you've got what I know as a tiger nut, one of those metal nuts which has got the thread in it. and there was a comment from, I think it was actually about 2 people mentioned this, and that those nuts will fall out. So what I've been and done is just put some goop glue on my finger and then just smeared it up underneath. So hopefully that's mitigated that. Also the lid, which I was really unhappy with, what it actually boils down to is the magnets which are underneath just needed to get pushed right in. And that actually forms quite a good seal on there now, whereas before it was floppy as anything, and I was really concerned about it flying off. But to be frankly honest, once I've got the run cam mount on there, I will glue that black canopy on. And I still wish that they made that out of black EPO foam, not sprayed white. And the reason why I'm saying black EPO foam is because it would, when this gets chipped over time, is that it will start to look tatty. So I will be laminating this model, that's for sure. It's not a hard model to laminate. Obviously we've got some tricky bits like around on the bottom of here, but compared to the clouds, anything's piss easy compared to that. Right. Quality control would be a little bit better. I would say that, and actually it's not all negative about the Mini Skyhunter, because I am 100% impressed with their little manual. The manual's really good. I actually like it. It's like magazine quality. Yeah, look. It's really good. I really do like their manual. It's not FMS Edge 540 quality. That's over there on the side. That was an absolutely brilliant manual. But yeah, nice and straightforward. Anybody could follow the instructions on here. I thought it was really good. So, oh, and there was another bit which I think I stuck a photo in the Facebook group. Where is it? Stick my finger there. Underneath the wing, there's a little hatch on both wings to put your receiver and your video transmitter in there. I didn't notice that until I read the manual. And I was like, someone's actually thought about that. So, well done. I thought that was really good. Let's have a quick look. Next topic. Rick says, what quality control? Anyway. Unicorn horns have been discovered. No shit, they really have been discovered, and they are right here in this bag. Now, you may be wondering, Matt, look, you know you're slightly nuts, but what the fuck are you talking about with unicorn horns? No, seriously, I genuinely mean this. Let me go knock one of these up. These are going to go down in history as like the best control horns I have ever come across. And let me explain why I think they are the best control horns which have ever been made. Well, potentially ever been made. And obviously, if you can find a better one, please let us know over in the FaceBalls group. And I hope you're going to be able to see this on the camera, okay? Come on, focus. But my... not focusing. Anyway, I hope you can see that all right. No, it's still focusing on me in the background. What if I put my hand behind it? Ah, there we go. Look at that. That is a control horn. So that fits through the elevon on the back of the TBRC Reflex 38, which we'll get to in a moment. And wow, it's like a unicorn horn. I'm really impressed by that. I've never seen anything like that before. And this little plastic bit just screws down on top, which was a bit of a pain, so I had to get a pair of pliers out and then really crank it down. I was really surprised by those. Aluminium. And obviously, it's got a little bit of gravity to it, but not a lot at all. I am thoroughly impressed. I really am. That goes down as the best control horns which I've seen yet today. Gordon, thank you for joining us. We'll see you again sometime tomorrow. So I've just seen Gordon's legging it in the background. So that now brings us on to the TBRC Reflex 38, which, look at, let's get the shine on that. I'm going to pause for effect, and I'm going to do a slow roll. Just look at that. I can see it reflecting off the wall in here. Look at that. Oh, that is classed as a cool laminating job. Wow. This is the TBRC Reflex 38. It's come out really, really nicely. Now, one thing to note is that time will tell whether I made the right decision just to put laminate straight onto the foam before putting some clear laminate. What I was thinking about doing is putting clear laminate on it first and then putting the black covering film on afterwards. So time will tell whether I was right just to put the black straight on and not put the clear laminate on. We'll find out, but I'm not opposed to ripping it off again and then doing it again. It didn't take very long. I would say realistically, well, I had some tunes on in here. It wasn't hard. I just chilled out and ironed. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Now, I am going to cover a couple of points on this model so far, and I will do like a build overview episode on it as well. So, excuse me, time for a sip. Right, number one, it did come provided with a 7mm carbon spar, and we were suggested to use the brown Gorilla Glue, and I know you've heard me mention I'm not a fan of the brown Gorilla Glue, so I didn't use that, and I stuffed a 10mm rolled carbon rod in there, which literally goes out to like right out here, and that made it really, really stiff. So that was the first thing which I did. Gluing it together was really straightforward. And again, I didn't use the brown Gorilla Glue. I used Goop plumbing glue. And again, remember, we are still underneath a national shortage of Goop plumbing glue here in the United Kingdom, because you guys keep buying it and I can't get my hands. I've got one tube left now. So anyway, coming back onto point. Goop glue to stick it together. The only one thing which I could put my one thing which on I don't like, and that is the motor mount at the back. As in you're left to cut that out yourself. Now I feel that I've probably made a bit of a mistake here, because my motor mount has like it's got a slight angle downwards to it. So I've got a funny feeling that's going to bite me in the bottom later. You will see that I've got an X8R receiver in there. Those of you in the Facebook group would have seen the photo yesterday. So I've got those embedded in the wing. I've got a hole here for the ESC wires to come out the back, which you can or cannot see there. Also, what I've done is that I've got a little video transmitter hatch here. Now the wires, and again, you probably won't see this very well on the camera. I used a little hole in there. I used a blowtorch, my new favourite toy, with an Allen key, and then burnt out a hole through the foam. And that's a shameless tip which I nicked from 7 Demo 7. I saw him do that in one of his videos. On one of the Team Legit wing builds, so that there'd be no wires externally outside of this model, and it looks absolutely beautiful. Look at that mirror finish. Look at that. Let's just roll that side to side. There we go. Let me roll that way. Yeah, look at that light rolling. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I will give it another quick go over with the doodad today. Oh, and I also did put a plywood base in the bottom of that as well. I just felt like it was the right thing to do, and I've got the lid to fit on. But we are on the home straight on that one. What we got? Fit the motor. The motor needs to get fitted on the back. Stuff the ESC in. I do have 2 holes for 2 different positions. For the Runcam Owl Plus on the nose. Video transmitter, low pass filter as well. Big hat tip to Anthony for giving me some suggestions and some tips for getting no lines on the display on the FPV yesterday. And then glue on the winglets, and I'm actually going to hold off putting the stickers on this one. And the reason why I'm going to hold off putting the stickers on it is because I need to see how well that black lamb copes to a couple of landings. If it holds up, then I'll put the stickers on. If it doesn't hold off, then the whole lot's coming off, and then I'm going to go and clear laminate it, then put the, black, put the black back on top. Yeah, who the hell is 7 Demo 7, Jeff? Nutter. I can't read that. Goop is less than $5 here. Yeah, we pay about £9, £9 to £10 here in the United Kingdom, so quite a few dollars. Not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. And oh yeah, the key point is that the Reflex 38 should be ready to fly by the weekend. So yeah, all going pretty good so far. yeah, we should get it pretty much finished today. Obviously, I've got to laminate the elevons, glue on the winglets, and set up a bit of RC, but it's all straightforward. It's getting there. That does now lead us on to... there reminds me of the Frankie Boyle quote, look at the shiny, shiny. Yes, absolutely. That does bring us on to the other two wings, which I am really looking... Well, fingers crossed I can get them done in time for the weekend. Is that number one is that I still haven't got round to cutting out the winglets for the FG36. The one thing which I didn't actually mention yesterday is that I had about 3 hours sleep and then got woken up because I wasn't particularly well. And then I had an hour's sleep between about 9 and 10 o'clock. So yesterday was a very, very, very long day. And I had quite a bit of work to get done as well. Oh, and I chipped away at that wing too. So today is very much a worky day, but I will get the winglets cut out for the FG36. That is the bit which is holding up the build on the FG36, because remember, I won't cut foam until I'm like 99% sure where the CG is going to be and whether I'm going to hit CG or not. So that's always a big concern for me, especially in these wings, because obviously we do get a bit of playroom in the wing itself, but I'd rather be pretty damn sure where the components are going. So I need the winglets cut for those, so that we get those cut and they'll be out. The Twinsu, I was being a bit of a cheapo something or other, and I almost put some Tower Pro servos in there. So I will be taking those out today and replacing them with some Corona 939 servos. Oh, by the way, I've put some Corona 238 servos in those. Pretty big, but if that wing's going to be doing 100 plus miles per hour, you need a bit of quality in it. And the same for the Twinsu. While I was putting those in, I was thinking about the Twinsu. So the Twinsu will have some Corona 939 metal geared servos in them. So it's got some torque in them. They're 4 kilos. No, the 939s are 2.5 kilo, and 238s are 4 kilo torque. So yeah, plenty of Yankee power on them. Oh, and the one thing which I found out with the WOMBAT is that you actually need very, very little movement, which is, to be honest, no big surprise, because the actual ailerons are right on the wingtips, just like a warbird, so that we only need a little bit of movement. So yeah, it should be good fun. So the Twinsu does get glued up today. It's actually the key point, which is the two booms, which is it's easy, and it's also the trickiest piece, because it's the one piece which you've got to get right, and there's quite a lot of surface in there to get quite a lot of goop glue over it. So I'll swap the servos over and then go and get it glued up and pinned up, and that means that the chances of higher getting that one ready for the weekend should be pretty good. And that was it for today's RC Coffee Chat. Hi Matt, here's a good idea. Do a wing review. I'm not too sure if I've got any wings to review, to be honest. To be honest, that wouldn't be actually a bad idea for doing a live chat, would it? As in, like, we'll do like an event one afternoon or one evening, and we'll just go through a collection of different wings which we've got here, and go through like their positive points and go through some of their negative points. It's a good idea. I like that one. Whose idea was that? Anthony's. Well done. Micro Skyhunter need big... Oh, sorry, Mini Skyhunter needs big elevon movement. Yeah, I will keep it. Thank you for the tip on that one, Jeff. I will take a note on that one. The one thing which I've learnt with the micro one, mainly because I've got that huge motor in it. I don't know if you saw that. In the scale of things, I have completely over-motored it, and it's got an 8x6 prop in it, and it only just fits between the booms. It's brilliant on 4S. But on a serious point, Jeff, thank you for the tip on that one. I'll make sure I've got plenty of play in there, and I'll also make sure I've got plenty of expo, just in case I really do need to ram it down to get loads of movement. And yes, Anthony, it is codename Skyhunter. Right, so to quickly recap today's topics, we had yesterday's interview with Johnny from Team Legit. Absolutely fantastic, good times. That is something which I would like to repeat in the near future. Go meet the team. I've got some other characters which I'm thinking of as well. So yeah, we'll be looking at that again in that kind of format in the near future. The thermals have been explained by Sir Bruce. Oh, I've missed a topic. This is why I recap them over at the end. If you haven't seen the episode, it's in the little eye icon in the top right-hand corner of this video. Do go and watch it. It's absolutely fascinating. But unfortunately, I can't test that here in the United Kingdom of wetness at the moment. I missed a topic, and that was the Rain-X. That's the stuff which I've been using on my FPV cameras. 200 milliliters, which is like a decade supply for FPV cameras. Works brilliantly well. It is a bit surreal if you actually do use it on your windscreen, because the rain just blows off. It's very weird. It's very weird. Very, very weird. So what I'd probably suggest, those of you which haven't used this before and have got a car, maybe on your passenger side window, is obviously clean the glass first and then put some of that on it and then chuck water at the car, wait for it to dry off and then chuck some water at the window, and it's very surreal indeed. So that's the stuff which I've been putting on my FPV cameras, and I've just bought a new lot because we've done the other cars and used up the little grey bottle which I had before. Let's have a quick look. Oh yeah, Jamie is absolutely right. E6000 will work just fine. Yeah, E6000 glue is absolutely fantastic. Normally where I use E6000 glue is around like the nose area of a model. The E6000 glue seems to like soak in to the EPP and make it really rubberized. Yeah, very curious stuff. So Rain-X, which we've got a new playlist just for dedicated. I've lost it now. It's on the homepage anyway of the UBL's page, and I will start adding episodes of special worthiness in there, and that could be for many different reasons. It could be like in Jake's issue where we had a challenge with Hobby King. It could be an episode like Martin's. Absolutely amazing. So I will, over time, add videos to that. So if you start seeing some random videos on the UBL's page, that means that I have specifically picked it up and put it in there for a reason. That reason may be because I need to explain it in the next RC Coffee Chat, or I just think it's bloody fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. More glue, which was the mini Skyhunter. Unicorn horns have been discovered, and I am so impressed with that piece of hardware. I genuinely am. It is just amazing. In fact, I'm going to go and take a photo of that, and I'm going to put that in the FaceBalls group in a few minutes time, because I've never seen anything like that, and I had to go and look at a picture and actually spoke to Anthony from on chat from TBRC. It's like, how the fuck does that work? And then he showed me, and I was like, wow, that is. I said to him, you should really market them as being unicorn horns. They're unbelievable. I'm genuinely impressed by a little piece of aluminium. Brilliant. And then we had an overview to the FG36. She is looking rather good, and I'm rather impressed by the way she looks at the moment. And again, the reason why I've gone for a black laminating film is because I've seen other people doing builds and stuff, and they've just like put clear laminate on top of the wing, and it doesn't like look its best. I wanted it to be jet black and the TBRC yellow, so that's what I'm doing. We had a quick update on the Twinsu Twinsu and the FG36. Now, those of you thinking that I maybe have forgotten about our daily check, we need to nip across to Hobby King and type in EF Extra return. No! Hobby King website is broken again! Your search returns. Sad times. It can't be that much longer, can it? So unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, the Hobby King website is still broken. There are no search results for the EFX Extra. Sad times. Oh dear. So like I said, I will go and take a photograph of those. I am really impressed. I think that's probably today's star of the show. It's not actually the wing itself, which looks brilliant in itself. It is unicorn horns have been discovered. I'm really unimpressed with those. I'll go and take a photo of those and stick them in the FaceBalls group in a minute. So if you are out flying today, have a fantastic time, because the weather here is minging. There's no other words for it. Absolutely minging here in the United Kingdom. It's not even like I could perhaps go out the front and sneak a little flight in with a little rainbow wing. No, not a chance. It will get rained on and just end up just melting away. No. Yeah, the weather's absolutely shocking here. And let's see what next week. Oh, hello. Next week might be a sloping week. Look at the weather on Tuesday. 13 mile an hour in a southwesterly wind. Brilliant. We might have a bit of slope soaring next week. That is going to be super cool. I haven't been slope soaring in ages. Brilliant. Right. So not all bad news. But yeah, if you are my point was, if you're out flying today, have fantastic fun. Those of us here in the United Kingdom of wetness, in Bristolia specifically, will have to be renegated to the simulator. So actually, I'm going to give you a little bit of warning. This evening, we're going to have an RC simulator night. So I will put details of that in the FaceBalls group in a minute. And I've lost my pen. Let me just quickly land it. Put that sim night. Right, I'll put that in the Facebook group later this morning. So on that note, from myself, Matt, thank you ever so much for joining me for today's RC coffee chat. Same time tomorrow. See you then. Cheerios!